Hi, I'm Margaret with Whimsy North, and today I'm going to show you how to do two different jogless joins for my striped Snippet Beanie and Snippet Cowl patterns. As you can see on the back here, I am working on my Snippet Cowl. Here is my tail, and therefore this is the start of the row, the end of the row, and the start of the row. So this is the join that you will see with the stripes. I have my color A, and I'm currently working with my color B. Now, you can see when there's a skinny stripe between the A and B that there's a little bit of a jog and somewhat of a gap. But I'm going to tie that up with my tails at the end, so that one's not as of concern. But with the larger panels, I'm able to do a little bit more of a jogless join. So I'm going to show you the two different ways that I go about doing that when I'm knitting this pattern. So I'm going to start and add in my color C now, which is this beautiful Malabrigo Rasta color. So I'm going to go ahead and knit that first stitch, and in order to join the yarn, I simply make a loop and add it on, and then just begin knitting with the yarn. I don't do anything different to join the color C or the next color. I just begin knitting. And then at the end, when I weave in my ends, I'll be able to close up any holes that I have created by joining that yarn. So I'm just going to knit around. Okay, so I've knit around with my color C, and now I've gotten to the end where I have one last stitch of color B, and now I am going to actually switch to another row of color B per the pattern. So I will knit that last color B stitch, or with my color C I should say, and now I am going to start knitting with color B. So I have a color switch here. In order to do that and help keep any holes from forming, I am going to twist my yarns together. So here is my color B and my color C, and I simply do a twist, and then I start knitting with color B. I give it a little bit of a tug, not too much, you don't want to pucker the fabric too much, but I do give it a little bit of a tug to help close up that gap between the last and the first stitch of the round. So now I'm just going to knit across with color B, knitting all the way around, and then I will show you what it looks like to switch to color C again. I'll show you that one more time. So here I'm giving just a little bit of a tug, and you can see it makes a really nice join. Okay, so I'm almost to the end of this color B. Here's my last stitch that I need to knit with color B, and then I will be switching to color C again. So to do this, I will knit that last stitch and then go start to knit the first stitch of color C, and again I'm going to simply twist the yarns together. I kind of take color C, pulling it tight a little bit here. Take color C, twist it underneath B, and then start knitting with it. Give it a little tug just to close up that gap. You can see here that it makes a nice join, and now I will knit around with color C. Next, I'm going to show you what I do when I have a larger panel of the specific color. Okay, so I'm getting around here with color C, and there's my last stitch. And my next round is going to be another round of color C. This is where I'm going to have a little bit of a larger panel of the color. And so I'm going to show you how I do that join, which is a little bit more of a jogless join that you can create. And that is, as you can see here, kind of get it straightened out so you can see a little bit better this separation here. So this is where I have the beginning of that larger section. And you can see there's more of a jog with the skinny stripes, but with the larger stripes, there's definitely a less of a jog between the rounds. And in order to do that, I simply slip the first stitch and then begin knitting. So with this pattern, when you have skinny stripes, just simply do the wrapping. And when you're going to continue knitting with the same color for a thicker stripe, that first stitch of the round, you will slip. The rest of them you would just continue to knit. It's only the first stitch of that section that you would slip. And there you have it. I knit a little bit more just so you can see there is a jog between the skinny stripes, less of a jog between the thicker stripes, but there is no gaps or holes due to that twist. And there you have it.